Welcome back to Sir Boat's Yacht, the harbour where classic meets class, and where vintage elegance rides the waves. Today, we're diving deep into a name that echoes across the history of American boating, the Century Coronado. If you're someone who appreciates craftsmanship, heritage, and timeless water-bound beauty, you're in for something special. The Century Coronado isn't just a boat, it's a floating piece of Americana. Originally launched in the mid-1950s, the Coronado quickly became a symbol of prestige on inland waters across the United States. Back then, if you pulled up to a dock in a Coronado, people turned their heads. And even now, decades later, it holds that same magic. It blends the muscle of mid-century engineering with the kind of woodwork and styling you simply can't mass-produce anymore. Let's start with the design. The Coronado is instantly recognizable thanks to its signature lines and beautifully crafted mahogany hull. That mirror gloss finish is more than just aesthetics. It's a love letter to an era where hand-built boats were the pinnacle of status and craftsmanship. The long, elegant bow stretches forward like a spear cutting the water, while the gently sloping stern gives it that sleek, bullet-like silhouette. And then there's the windshield, slightly curved, wide, and utterly retro. It looks like something out of a James Bond film and serves as both a functional barrier and a design icon in its own right. What really sets the Coronado apart is its chrome detailing. The polished accents are not overdone, just enough to catch the sunlight and remind you that this boat isn't just meant to ride, it's meant to shine. You've got chrome cleats, trim lines, horn housings, and that classic Century badge that sits proudly like a vintage emblem of prestige. And let's not forget the signature hardtop that some models came with, a feature that was way ahead of its time and gave this beauty a limousine on water kind of feel. Now let's step aboard and explore the interior. The cabin and cockpit area of the Century Coronado are all about luxury wrapped in simplicity. Once you sink into the white marine-grade leather upholstery, you understand the attention to comfort and detail that went into this design. The seats have that 1950s lounge chair vibe, wide, cushioned, and built for relaxing in style. And because the boat is wide-bodied, you've got plenty of space to stretch out whether you're cruising solo or hosting guests. The dash is a masterpiece of retro engineering. Analog gauges sit neatly arranged in a polished mahogany panel, framed by shiny chrome bezels. Everything feels mechanical in the best way, tactile switches, toggle buttons, and a sense that this dashboard was built to last through generations. The wooden steering wheel is big, solid, and adds to the feel that you're truly piloting something majestic, not just another plastic boat off the assembly line. Storage compartments are neatly tucked under seats and behind panels, keeping the interior clean and clutter-free. While it doesn't have modern luxuries like LED displays or GPS units built in, that's not the point of the Coronado. The lack of high-tech elements actually reminds you to disconnect, slow down, and enjoy the sensation of true boating: wind in your face, water under your feet, and nothing artificial between you and the experience. When it comes to performance, the Century Coronado doesn't disappoint. Many original models were outfitted with powerful V8 engines, think Chrysler Hemi or Ford Interceptor, which gave these wooden boats surprising speed and torque. These boats weren't just for show. They were built to move fast, plane quickly, and handle like a dream across flat inland lakes and gentle coastal waters. And while you wouldn't take one out into a storm or offshore chaos, it offers a smooth, steady ride in most recreational conditions. Even today, well-maintained Coronados can deliver that punch. They accelerate quickly thanks to their lightweight wood construction, and the deep V-hull helps them cut through water with impressive stability. Steering is responsive, especially given the age of the engineering. There's a tactile connection between driver and boat that's often missing in more modern fiberglass vessels. You feel every motion and ripple, not in a jarring way, but in a way that reminds you this is real boating. One of the standout qualities of the Century Coronado is its sound. Unlike some newer boats that are nearly silent, the Coronado has a voice, a deep, throaty growl from the exhaust that announces its presence before it even comes into view. It's the kind of soundtrack that gets boat lovers to pause mid-conversation and look out across the water to see what's coming. Now, let's talk about the unique selling points that make this boat a collector's dream and a boater's delight. First and foremost, craftsmanship. You're not buying mass production with a Century Coronado. You're investing in hand-laid planks of real mahogany, in hours of shaping, sanding, varnishing, and polishing. Boats like this require dedication from builders and owners alike, and they reward that dedication with timeless charm. Second, rarity. The number of well-preserved or fully restored Coronados on the market is limited. That scarcity makes them all the more desirable. Whether you're a collector or a passionate hobbyist, owning one of these boats places you in a very exclusive club of enthusiasts who value heritage and beauty over fleeting trends. Third, the visual impact. There are boats, and then there are conversation starters. The Century Coronado is the latter. Dock it anywhere and you'll have people coming up to ask about it. It's the kind of boat that bridges generations. Your grandfather might remember riding in one, your kids will want to take selfies with it, and your neighbors will all secretly wish they had one too. Fourth, emotional connection. Unlike modern boats that often feel like appliances, the Coronado feels alive. It creaks when it moves. It breathes when it idles. It's not just a vessel. It becomes a part of your story. Every restoration, every polish, every ride builds a relationship between owner and boat that's deeply personal. And finally, the investment value. While boats generally depreciate, classic models like the Century Coronado often hold or increase their value over time, especially if properly maintained. That makes this not just a passion project, but potentially a smart financial move for collectors and boaters alike. To wrap it all together, the Century Coronado isn't for everyone. It's not built for high-tech luxury, deep-sea fishing, or speedboat racing. It's built for something much rarer in today's world: elegance on the water. It's a tribute to when things were made with soul, by craftsmen who understood beauty, function, and tradition. So if you've ever dreamed of gliding across the lake in something that turns heads, captures hearts, and tells a story older than most modern boats on the water, then the Century Coronado might just be your dream come true. Thanks for cruising with Sir Boats Yacht today. If you enjoyed this review, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss a voyage into classic boating. Got a favorite vintage boat or restoration story? Share it in the comments below. We love hearing from fellow boat lovers. Until next time, keep your bow pointed forward and your spirit anchored in style.